So before we get into today's video, I kind of just want to take a little bit to update you guys on what's been going on behind the scenes at the channel here. You've noticed the channel name is different. It's Marlon the Miata, and that kind of mirrors the TikTok channel that I have, which a lot of you probably know me for. And then I also have changed my Instagram name to match too, so it's cohesive across the board now. And so people aren't kind of trying to figure out where I'm at on social media. Makes it a little bit easier. I've also launched a website, marlonthemiata.com. So you can get t-shirts. I've got a bunch of Marlon stickers and stuff like that. If you want to check it out after the video, it all goes to help support the channel, pay for bricks and stuff like that. So it's really appreciated. Other than that, I'm working to kind of pare down a little bit in terms of what I've got in my collection. So what I'm going to show you in this video, before we get to the full build start, is I'm going to show you kind of what I've been doing behind the scenes, and then maybe what some of the pieces are that I'm going to be letting go of, and kind of just update you in those areas too. So I'm going to take you guys to the other studio to show you what I've been working on since I've last posted. So let's start over here. This was a set piece I built for TikTok, so I kind of wanted to have a backdrop when I was making my TikTok Lego build videos, and I just kind of built it like a studio set piece, so it's only walled on two sides. I put the Marlon logo on it, and I kind of just kit bashed a few Lego City pieces and got a few custom pieces from B3 Customs, just to kind of make it a little bit of an interesting set piece. So that's new since I last updated. And then over here I've been trying to catalog some of my unused custom wheels that I had made up, and unfortunately I never found a use for these wheels. So they're really cool wheels, and I wish I had builds to throw them on, but right now I'm kind of just debating whether I just sell these sets and maybe it's something I post on the website or something like that. I mean, if you guys are interested in some custom wheels, let me know. I can start throwing some products up. Same with like these little 6-wide builds. I've just had them kind of run out of room in the collection. This little K-van, stuff like that. And then over here, I have all this inventory I need to get rid of because I have absolutely no space for any of it. As you can kind of see, the shelf downstairs was full. The shelves up here are full. So, and right here is where I'm going to be doing the new build. So I'm going to be taking this whole section apart, and that's what you're going to see in today's video, is me disassembling that. So got more cars I got to try and figure out what to do with. These I'll probably get rid of at some point too. You know, if there's enough interest, like I said, I'll throw them on the website, make them as items you can buy too. Other things I've done since the last time is I built these Fast and Furious custom models. These are from NV Carmox. You can find the stickers at Brick Visions, and I got the wheels from GT Korea Cars. And this was just kind of a side project for myself. I was always a fan of the Fast and the Furious growing up, so I went ahead and made those models, and they're just gonna kind of chill up there for now. But let's get into today's video, which involves these cars right here. So these came to me from a variety of different rebrickable modelers. I think this one was an NV Carmox as well. Stickers were available to buy, and I had these wheels custom made for it. So we have the Hoonatron here. This one, I'm blanking on the name of the builder, but it's on Rebrickable. It's basically a rebuild of the Dominic Toretto Charger, and I did some of my own customizations to the model to make it a little bit better looking. You know, reworked the grill, redid the turbos and stuff like that. And I think these are Brick Vision stickers too, custom wheels and all that. So I just kind of got to building on all these vehicles. This is another one. I got the instructions from Rebrickable, custom wheels, custom stickers, and I reworked the turbos to make it the V2 Hoonigan. So I had the idea, since I built all of these, and just because I'd kind of gone off on a tangent, and it would be really cool to turn this shelf into a display piece for those models, which is what I'm going to do. We're going to build the Hoonigan HQ on this shelf right here. What I've got to do today is I've got to take apart this diorama setup right here, and I think I'm going to use a few of the elements on some of the initial debuilds. So I think I'm going to preserve the trees, and I think these mountain pieces back here I think we'll put on to another display. But it's always kind of hard to take something apart once you've built it, but let's go ahead and start the disassembly process so we can get working on the base for the new model. And just like that, we've stripped a lot of it away. So luckily, I kind of built this in a modular fashion where it was pretty easy to pull a lot of the structure off. Like the road plate came off in one big chunk, which is good because I'm planning to use and basically model the entire platform for the Hoonigan HQ out of these bricks. So hopefully I've got enough available to coat this entire shelf, make the base for our floor. We've got the elements tore apart right here. The garage came off as one unit, and the garden. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to take these elements right here, and we're going to try and incorporate them into some of the downstairs models. So let's go ahead and try and work those in. All right, everything is transported safely down here. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to just throw these cars into the display here for now. Like I said, if anybody's interested in these, you know, comment down below. I'm more than happy to throw them up on the website. Let's see here. I'll back the K truck in here. I think that'll give me just enough room to put this model in here. So now that kind of fills that out. And you know, I'm not attached to this diorama specifically at all, so that may be something I take down and rework in a future video or something like that. But for now, I'm just going to focus on getting the upper build done, and we'll see how it goes from there. Next, I want to take these trees out right here. Just never was a fan of how they looked. Kind of like to do something a little more professional looking with the scenery. So next what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and I'm going to rework this little mini diorama. You can see that looks a lot more dynamic now as a display piece in the whole system. This display looks a lot better. I'm pretty happy with that. The street scene looks a lot fuller. So overall, this is all tidied up. I'm happy with that as it is. And now let's go back upstairs, and I'm going to finish tearing apart that other diorama. Just like that, we now have a blank canvas we can start with. So the first things first is I got to build a floor for the new Hoonigan HQ, so let's go ahead and start with that. Okay, so now that I've got the remainder of the old parking lot back in, I'm just going to go ahead and build out where I need to, and then we'll have a finished floor. So let's go ahead and hyperlapse that. got so far. So we've got the polished concrete floor. Next episode, I'm going to go ahead and start laying out where I want each of the modules to be. I'm not securing anything to this, so I'm leaving this all polished in case I would ever want to expand it in the future. So the next episode, I'll show you how I'm going to lay everything out, and then we'll kind of have everything mocked up before we make an actual order in the specific colors that each build's going to be. So until then, I will see you in the next video. Here's what we're aiming for. We're going to be doing this portion of the Hoonigan HQ, and then his other part